Mostly sunny today with a high of 77. Mainly here in Giant Time, low 52. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a high of 82. I know 40, 94.1, 620 KHB. You're listening to 620. AM Impact on Your Health is sponsored by SC4EMD. Director of the Orkney Medical Group. Located at 3075 Washington Road in New York, Pennsylvania. For more information or to make an appointment, call 724-942-3002. That's 724-942-3002 or SC4EMD.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to AIM Impact on Your Health. AIM Impact on Your Health every day. Our goal is to have you learn at least one thing to help you live better and longer. Today's show, I'm going to break out of tradition with our normal warm-up pitch and move right into a juicy topic today. And I think you'll see why by the end of the show. It was well worth its while to take some time today to discuss something that I believe is going to be changing the course of American medicine. You know, in 1998, three doctors, their names were Drs. Murad, Ignar, and Furkat, won the Nobel Prize for their discoveries concerning this substance called nitric oxide. We knew it was a winner in medicine, and we've been attempting to come up with some way of efficiently increasing nitric oxide levels in the body ever since. Now, we thought L-arginine was going to be opening this salvo with great promise. Turned out to be a bust. We've had other successes such as Viagra's and the Cialises showed great promise, but it wasn't the answer either. Let me leave you with a scientific fact. And that is, you name the disease, you name the disorder, and it has one common thread among them all, which is there is sympathetic overstimulation to whatever tissues are involved, and that sympathetic stimulation leads to vasoconstriction, and with vasoconstriction, there's just not enough blood supply going to that organ to change anything. Nitric oxide is the answer, folks, because nitric oxide overrides that sympathetic overstimulation and provokes a very effective vasodilatation, restoring a blood flow to the organ involved. I mean, that's, after all, how Viagra really works. But we still are looking for a way to get this job done more effectively, and to do so, we would hope, in a non-toxic, non-pharmaceutical, non-invasive sort of way. Well, it appears as though this nitric oxide has now been harnessed. We now have a product that can allow us to elevate nitric oxide levels in the human body, and that product is called Neo40. I want you to spend some time with us this morning learning about Neo40 and nitric oxide through the words of a gentleman, a really intelligent guy. His name is Dr. Chris Meletis. He'll be the individual that I interview for this show. He is absolutely on top of this matter, and you're going to learn a lot of great things and maybe see an ability to take charge of your own medical situation, whatever it may be, through the use of this product called Neo40. After all, if we can dilate those blood vessels, we can reverse any disease known to man, and what a powerful tool that would be. And if you could do so in a non-toxic, non-pharmaceutical way, now wouldn't that be better? Well, that's where I believe nitric oxide and this product called Neo40 is going to really benefit us. And by the way, too, we got a way to test it, a salivary test, which you'll hear about. So, I'm going to take a short break. And when we return, you're going to hear the interview pre-recorded as it was the other day. But I think you will be enthralled by the new way that nitric oxide can and is being handled, and completely a non-toxic approach to boot. Hope you enjoy it. We'll be talking about it much in the up-and-coming shows, and certainly much in my office with the one-to-one contacts that I develop with the patients I see each and every day. Hope you enjoy it. See you soon.
Give us a call at the Center for Complementary Health, where we'll make some sense of the confusion based on a blending of traditional and alternative medicine that we've been perfecting over the last 7 years. We offer metabolic nutrition testing, immune system review, cutting-edge allergy correction, and a host of other safe and effective is located at 3705 Washington Road in McMurray.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator. Thank you. If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator. Thank you.
No matter how beautifully you follow the instructions. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, at 9 o'clock. I'm Dr. Dennis Courtney with you today on a very special version of our show today, and that pre-recorded version of our show. And the reason that so is we have an extra special guest with us today, a gentleman whose pedigree is so noteworthy with respect to his accomplishment in the realm of alternative medicine and naturopathic medicine, that when looking for a speaker, as I was, to discuss a topic that I'm very passionate about, which is something called nitric oxide, I asked around to say, who should I invite to discuss this topic? The people in the know said there's only one person to do it. You have to ask Dr. Chris Meletis. And he was kind enough to actually accept it. So our guest today is one that comes to you as a gentleman, a naturopathic physician, his motto being changing America's health one person at a time. He does so by 16 clinics that he started, and he has provided care for uninsured families. Dr. Meletis has served as the Chief Medical Officer and Dean of Naturopathic Medicine for that Meletis of the National College of Naturopathic Medicine for 7 years, and subsequently served as NCNM Senior Science Officer. In many roles, he's represented the NCNM in areas of scientific publication, media relations, institutional review boards, the list goes on and on and on. He's the author of 18 books that get better folks on issues including things such as herbs and nutrients for the mind, enhanced fertility, a couple's guide to natural approaches, and natural medicine interactions. That list goes on. So I know that I could get bogged down. I don't want to cut the gentleman's pedigree short, but let's just say we are honored today to have Dr. Chris Meletis with us. Let's say good morning. And welcome aboard, Dr. Meletis. Thanks for allowing me to invade your afternoon.
Hey, well, thank you very much, Dr. Corey. It's an honor and a privilege to visit with you and your audience. So I'm all about sharing great information because it's the area of passion makes a difference in people's lives. If we're feeling better on the inside, everything else is work, including a little bit more full life. So excellent.
Well, with those trees out of the way, Doctor, I want to get right down to our topic today after we talk a little bit more about you. I've tried to sum up what I can furnish from your biographies on the internet. But could you at least walk us through your history as so starred with many accolades? But tell me about the pathway that you chose, why you chose it. Naturopathy is my neck of the woods. It's not completely as understood and as embraced as it can be in other parts of the country. You seem to know very early on that that's what you'd like to do. Give us and give our listeners the flavor for how it is that you chose this pathway that you have had an illustrious career with.
Well, thank you. Actually, it's an interesting pathway. I can actually blame my sister's boyfriend at the time for meeting me at naturopath. Actually, I went from, of course, naturopathic doctors in Oregon on primary care physicians. We can write prescriptions for regular prescription items. But actually, I started, so I did my pre-med, and then I went on to 2 years of conventional MD, medical doctor training, and then transferred into naturopathic medicine because my younger sister's boyfriend told me that if I liked my class in nutrition and conventional medical school, why wouldn't I pursue naturopathy? And I didn't know what naturopathic medicine was. These are seed healers that telephone books out back in the 80s when we still used telephone books and said, there's the oldest naturopathic college in the whole country. Here in Portland, Oregon, I said, I never knew that. I've been Oregon all my life then. So I checked out the naturopathic school during the summer, applied, got accepted, and here I am. So my path actually started as a conventional allopathically trained individual. Never went back to finish that. Finished my first 2 years of hardcore basic sciences and then transferred into naturopathic medicine. And 22 years later, I'm glad to do what I'm doing and glad to work with great doctors like yourself, which are all about sharing the truth about medicine on all fronts. So it's a privilege to be here.
Being a CMO of such a prestigious institution, I guess it's the number one, Doc, National College of Natural Medicine, is the bastion. It is the bedrock of the naturopathic community, and it's just to see that you were at the head of it for so doggone long tells me more about you than any other single thing. It's probably an accolade you're pretty proud of too, but I want to mention that by itself. I wanted to move into this topic that is becoming so important to me as I'm learning more about it. I asked to find guidance for the individual that could probably present this best way, and just automatically your name kept coming up as the person to handle it. So with respect to nitric oxide, what is this substance, and what is it about this substance that's playing such a doggone important role in medicine today? And that's really evolved from a few years back. It's barely made a blemish, barely made a mark, but it's making its mark now. So could you take a moment and just describe in your own words what to you nitric oxide is?
Well, nitric oxide simply is a nitrogen and oxygen as a gas that occurs within our body on a daily basis. So something so simple as nitrogen and oxygen won the Nobel Prize for its impact on human physiology. So what they said is, wow, you discovered a substance within the body which has a ripple effect on everything from circulation and blood pressure, deflection, moment for 3 to 5 seconds in our body naked, and its half-life is 3 to 5 seconds, which means for the listening audience, then nitric oxide, imagine a coin is precious, and half of that coin, with that order, being gone within 3 to 5 seconds, and then another half of it being gone, another half. So it's something which we have to make on a daily basis, continuously every few seconds, and we have to have the ability to do that. And by the age of 40 onward, it's downhill, and we're achieving a phenomenally great visual, and you have no stress. And so, trying to get your veggies already have stress. Nitric oxide levels is a really big challenge for the vast majority of people. I see that in my practice all the time. This stuff called nitric oxide is playing a role literally everywhere. There's not one single system of the body that isn't involved with nitric oxide, because every single area of the body is absolutely serviced through blood vessels. So on its own, just the blood vessels on it alone makes it an important player. But the tissues themselves, each one of these areas require nitric oxide too. Well, that's a statement. It's a confident state. It allows itself to be a component of our discussion. So something like this. The thing I think that was is that most chronic diseases, if not all, are associated with an impaired production of or an unavailability of nitric oxide. Every single disease, and that disease appears to be a powerful statement. Not only a true statement, it's a powerful statement, and it makes great sense because nitric oxide, as it becomes diminished as we get older and due to diet and stress, we are not able to nourish ourselves. If we don't nourish the 50 trillion cells in our body, give or take, you're not going to be able to perform. And it's much like having a camel without having water for the camel. It can't cross the desert. And so our cells, our ocular cells, our eye cells, our brain, our heart, all have to be perfused. They water with the nitric oxide. It allows that nourishment. And without nourishing our body, no matter how much great food we eat, how much wonderful water we're drinking, how many phenomenal supplements we might be supplementing a good diet with, it has to get to the target tissues. Without nitric oxide, it's an uphill battle, basically. Now, this nitric oxide is involved in every system of the body. I think our listeners may be very familiar with the genetic urinary component of this, because it is nitric oxide that plays a vital role in penile erection. And the very thing that's drug that's available, and I think most listeners would know of it, is something called Viagra or Cialis. Although there's only one area of the body involved with nitric oxide, it turns out that that's how most people seem to know about it. Could you spend a little moment on the genitourinary component of nitric oxide? Well, certainly. In my clinical practice, we do routinely test for nitric oxide levels with a simple salivary test, which is a little saliva onto a little strip, much like a little stick to a swallowable strip, and to actually measure nitric oxide levels. And invariably, the gentleman, as well as women, with pelvic dysfunction as well, where things aren't working as well as they'd like to in terms of their responsiveness to intimacy, actually they routinely measure low in nitric oxide. And nitric oxide helps the vasodilate, expands the blood vessels. I always give an example like this to my patients. If you have a 1-inch garden hose or 1/4 garden hose, which will deliver more water to your garden? Well, there's parts of the garden hose that we know, particularly in the male performance category of intimacy and sexual performance, we actually have to get blood to pump the area to pump things up, literally and figuratively. And if we have a diminished ability to expand our blood vessels and allow that engorgement to occur, we're not going to have performance. It is no wonder that as we get older, we become nitric oxide insufficient. And sure, we can take a little blue pill or one of the other pills out on the marketplace, but we're not addressing the cause. Because the thing is, that little pill for 24 to 36 hours or for that moment, well, the fact is, it's merely a system. And one of the first books I wrote was called Better Sex Naturally, back in 1999 with Parker Cohen. And I said, sexual performance is an overall view of mental health, the cardiovascular system, and neurological health. naturally throughout the day for every day, 24/7, 365 is the way to approach it, opposed to doing a backfill of a little pharmaceutical that helps with a symptom, and that's all we're treating the symptom and not addressing the underlying cause of what's going on. Now, when a Nobel was offered up in 1998 to the three doctors that certainly deserve the Nobel for their discoveries of nitric oxide, we in the alternative world became enamored with the way that we thought we were going to be able to help control nitric oxide through the use of supplementation. We thought, well, let's get the right precursors. We should be able to end up having a greater amount of end product. So the thing that was just to rescue us from these dastardly effects of the deficiency of nitric oxide was something called L-arginine. As many of my listeners probably are familiar with L-arginine. They may even be taking supplementation for L-arginine, thinking that they were going to increase the nitric oxide level. It has been very much a letdown for us because, I'll let you expound on it, L-arginine never really came across with the ability to substantially increase nitric oxide levels. Could you take that concept for a moment? Because if the listener thinks that L-arginine can rescue them, I get a feeling they're going to be awfully disappointed when they get the straight skinny information on them. Yeah, many of us thought that L-arginine was going to be the panacea because it is a building block for nitric oxide. However, only about 8%, that means 92% of arginine is not going to where we want it to be. 8% of arginine can be made efficiently into nitric oxide, whereas a substance called citrulline actually is much more efficient in this biochemical process. The other problem with arginine is there's lots of evidence showing that people with cold sores and other herpes-type viruses actually get aggravated by taking the amount of arginine necessary to even have a slight impact on nitric oxide production, where citrulline is the thing which I like to use in a special proprietary blend, because it's not just about, as we know and we're going to go to, about taking the substance, but how the substance interacts with the nuances of how our body stimulates it. When we take supplements, we often swallow a pill. But when it comes to, of course, chronic, which actually improves nitric oxide, we're going to actually see that has a much deeper, intimate effect on everywhere from the mouth on, or so I'm sure we're going to go over that today. Yeah, in fact, I think it's just so appropriate to make that next up on our agenda here. Always say, well, I'm quickly becoming amazed. The gut component is just, we've always seen the gut was important, but every time I turn around, another new concept emerges that brings the gut and puts the focus and the spotlight on it. And doggone it, it didn't happen with the issue of nitric oxide. There is a gut connection with so many things. It turns out there is absolutely a gut connection with nitric oxide, a mouth gut connection. Could you walk my listeners and myself through that connection? Because it's just fascinating to find out. Well, thank you. And actually, what's amazing is we always think of our GI tract or our digestive system starting in our stomach, but of course we all know it really starts in our mouth. That's where digestion begins. And the research now shows that nitrate uptake and nitrate rich food actually mix and communicate with the bacteria in the mouth and actually start making this substrate, the building block for nitric oxide production throughout the body. But then people with gluten issues, gluten intolerance, celiac disease, other issues with their small intestine called the duodenum, part of the small intestine, and there's also, of course, the jejunum and ileum. But when there's small intestine problem, then we can't take up our nitrate properly. And then how many people wake up with dry mouths and have dry mouths throughout the day? The lack of saliva, of course, critical for digestion, but the lack of saliva also decreases or impacts and disrupts our nitric oxide production. And how many people like to use mouthwashes in the morning, let alone some of the stronger ones out there, which you get over the counter because they want to have a fresh breath? Well, when you get that fresh breath, you're killing a lot of the friendly bacteria in your mouth, which actually further reduces nitric oxide production. Taking antibiotics, it decreases nitric oxide production. Taking proton pump inhibitors, having an infection that causes ulcers or it increases the result of called H. pylori can also decrease nitric oxide. And lo and behold, being stressed out, not only disrupts our ability to digest, but also disrupts our ability to make nitric oxide. So we're seeing everything from saliva, small intestine, not having the perfect bacteria in our mouth because we're over cleaning our mouth. There is such a thing. And as well as people are doing things that have acid reflux, have problems, they actually have to be particularly cautious because proton pump inhibitors, acid blockers, there's little bacteria that can cause ulcers that contribute to H. pylori, all causes to have further problems. And the sad thing is by the age of 40, it's a downhill curve. In fact, their audience is a picture of a little graph. Young people doing great, kind of cruising, and it's like an airplane being made to land. It's losing altitude, losing altitude, losing altitude. By the age of 40, we're at a fraction of our ability to make nitric oxide. And then we go on the lack of diet, so the poor GI tract, the lack of saliva. It's like, wow, it's like everything's stacked against us. But there is a solution, and I know my patients are using it on a regular basis with great results. This connection, just connection, just blows me away on the role that it plays. And it really is the primary hub for the production of nitric oxide. No wonder how arginine never got us there. This is a pretty elaborate mechanism, but it starts out with something that every one of my listeners would know of, which is a flora, a healthy flora found throughout the entire gut. And you're right, no one ever thinks of the mouth, which is where it all begins. It starts up there with the saliva, and then there's an interaction between that bacteria and the dietary index. So the things that you eat begin a reaction in your mouth that ultimately allows for the formation of nitric oxide. If I got this right so far, you're right on the money. There's no question about it. And it's a really educational point of what we call functional medicine or full body medicine. It's really, when we're looking at solving a problem, we have to look at the bigger picture. And I think you did a brilliant job of pointing that out. Now, so many things could interfere with that, and I mentioned just tick them off. The listener probably never would have imagined, like, everyone seeks the sweet smelling and good tasting taste in their mouth and the nice smelling breath. And they use some pretty harsh mouthwashes that will literally wipe out the very foot. They won't be able to make any nitric oxide with that kind of thing going on. I mean, to me, that to itself is probably a big reason why so many people can have difficulty in having adequate nitric oxide levels. All these things that interfere with that reaction in the mouth really have to cease if nitric oxide levels are ever going to build up again. Correct, doctor? There's no question. And the other big thing that we would all agree is diet. They say that only 11% of people consume their 5 to 7 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. And when it comes to nitric oxide, it's the vegetables as well as the citrulline and the big project I use in my clinical practice interacting with the mouth. And you're not eating your kale and your spinach and your bok choy and your beef. You're not going to have that and have that with point healthy enough with good bacteria. And just like when we do probiotics, swallow a little pill, when we do yogurt, and after we take an antibiotic, hopefully, and we try to replace the stomach bacteria with an antibiotic strong enough to kill the bad guys, the gals, the bad bacteria. You definitely know that they're strong enough to kill the counterparts, that I call them, the probiotics, like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. And so it's like, wow, when we disrupt things, and with my cases, I go one step further. If you're drinking municipal water, which has been chlorinated, well, if I go to a swimming pool, when we used to see kids where I stick it, we used to put on our bathing suits because you're really in a fetal bathtub, and of course, they heavily chlorinated to kill all the bad bacteria. Well, even chlorinated water can impact what's going on in your mouth, where alone antibiotics and, of course, mouthwash. So, probably enough about the mouth connection for now. now, it's just, I can't emphasize enough the gut playing a role in another vital body process that if it isn't working in a harmonious way between your dietary intake and the bacteria and the reaction between the two, none of nitric oxide can be made. Now, I'll probably just shorten that up right now so we can move on to our next concept. And what would probably be good for us to do, Doc, is take a short break. When we come back, the great news for our listeners really needs to be an awareness that there's actually a safe and nutritional way, supplementation way of increasing nitric oxide levels, and there's a way to actually measure what your nitric oxide levels are, and maybe when we're trying, we can start talking about a product that is very intimately involved with called DO40 and the testing strips so that people who are listening to us today sort of take charge of this situation on their own. Can we do that, Doc? That sounds great. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in just a moment, picking up where we left off, talking about now how you can take charge, how you can supplement correctly, increase your nitric oxide levels, and literally play a role in reversing just about every disease known to me. Be right back. This is Dennis J. Courtney, MD. You become confused about how best to manage your health. It's no wonder. It seems that every time you turn on the television or radio, another expert has yet another suggestion for you to follow. This seems to be reasonable enough, but no matter how dutifully you follow the instructions, it just doesn't quite produce the results that you were looking for. This confusion sounds familiar to you. Give us a call at the Center for Complementary Health, where we'll make some sense of the confusion based on a blending of traditional and alternative medicine that we've been perfecting over the last 7 years. We offer metabolic nutrition testing, immune system repair, natural hormone replacement therapy, chelation therapy, cutting-edge allergy correction, and a host of other safe and effective alternative therapies.
Dennis J. Courtney, MD, is located at 3075 Washington Road in McMurray. Well, 724-942-3002. Always been tired, stressed. You turn to food to feel better, and still winds up tired, stressed, and overweight. We have avenues for wellness and health. Using medication and nutritional supplements, we can help you control your appetite, relieve your stress, and give you the energy to enjoy life. Your powerful medication and supplements that only a doctor can prescribe. Dr. Sherman is asking for wellness and create a plan that will be best for you. Call 412-646-1063 for a free computerized evaluation. Stop suffering and give yourself the gift of happiness. 412-646-1063. Start on the path to more energy and less stress. 412-646-1063. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to Haven Impact on Your Health. We're here at KHB 620 each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 to 9. I'm here with you today on that special version of our show, a pre-recorded version of the show, because we're talking about a special topic today. With us on the first half, you're learning about the role that nitric oxide plays in so many body functions, and literally in every disease process, nitric oxide, or the lack thereof, is more than likely leading to the profundity of that disease. Today, our guest, Dr. Meletis, is really making us aware of what this nitric oxide issue is all about, and we're just about ready to start, I believe, the most important part of our morning chores, which is try to find out how you can change your nitric oxide status. Now, Dr. Meletis, are you with us, my friend? I am. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, we are back now, and I'd really like to take the second half of the show and discuss the most important thing, which is there's a way to actually change your nitric oxide level, and it's not by consuming large amounts of L-arginine or even large amounts of vegetables, although it's certainly important. There's a product now. a unique product called Neo 40 that I know you're involved with intimately. There's actually a way to test for nitric oxide, which I think is wonderful through salivary testing. So could you please develop this, as I'm sure only you know how to tell us about this product, how it can be used, and how we can improve our own nitric oxide levels. Take it away, Tom. Okay, well, thanks. Well, what's interesting is we can test that we don't have to guess when it comes to our nitric oxide levels. A simple salivary test can give you a measurement that reflects nitric oxide levels in your body. And I routinely, as I'm sitting there at my consultation desk, will have my patient put a little saliva on a test strip and measure at along a color spectrum from the very pale, the warmer pink, the very hot pink, the brilliant pink, and see as the color change on the test strip. The test strip starts out white, and you have a simple little test. You see how has the color changed. It's a special kind of test strip which measures nitric oxide level. And most of my patients fall into the depleted or low category. Rarely, if ever, are they normal, if there's such a thing as normal. And to be honest with you, Neo 40 optimal level isn't seen these days. So what we do is we measure them, and if there's a husband or wife or significant others, or mom and their kid, or dad and their kid, well, I show how everybody tests, and there'll be some little family competition going on about, okay, who tests better? I say, okay, who eats their vegetables that I get more stressed out, and then we kind of chat about the things that cause nitric oxide levels to drop. So it'll be a simple salivary test, and as I sit here right now, I got my little Neo 40 test strip, which I have every day in my clinical practice, and everybody needs to be measured. You can measure this so casually, coming here at your desk. Now, you can just reach over, grab a strip, and you can take it, just a drop of your own saliva, put it on there, and based on the color changes of that test strip, you can get a good idea for what your baseline nitric oxide levels really are. And you're telling me almost universally, no matter what the age factor, I mean, I'm sure you're seeing more elderly population, but you're saying that it's what, people over the age of 50 or 40, no one appears to have healthy nitric oxide levels. Very, very rare. In fact, I have 20-year-olds that come in, 25-year-olds athletes. And what's interesting is nitric oxide levels in our athletes are very athletic. They're doing aerobics, they're doing big classes, they're doing Zumba or whatever they're doing. They actually are using nitric oxide as part of their exercise routine. And that means there has to be a commensurate amount of additional nitric oxide building blocks within the body. And of course, children, which you would think, well, they're so young, they should have great nitric oxide levels. Well, A, children aren't known for eating their vegetables. Children have their own unique stresses in today's world. A lot harder than my kids these days than when we were growing up, and there's definitely no organic gardens that most people back here are here in Oregon. And what we're finding is because of mental health and the fact that we over-sanitize ourselves, that we don't have the building blocks, that the nitric oxide levels are invariably very, very low. In fact, at trade conferences where doctors go and get their continuing medical education so they can become the best doctors, be the best doctors they can be. I would tell people, what kind of doctor do you want? The one that is continuously learning what the latest cutting edge stuff is. Not what you learned 20 years ago when they got an A plus XY, because you want a perpetual learner doctor. And when doctors go to these shows, they will actually test their Neo 40 test strips and make sure they're nitric oxide levels. Guess what? It's like everybody else, they're stressed out. They're low. We give them a little Neo 40 lozenge, which is a special blend of citrulline and methylene tetrahydrofolate, such as folic acid, B12. And what we're finding is we come back in 90 minutes to 2 hours, we re-measure them, and their nitric oxide levels are already starting to improve with a single dose. One single dose. And in a completely non-drug, non-pharmacological approach, you can take, and every single one of my listeners can actually increase their nitric oxide level. Now, it works in terms of a 90-minute lapse and then try it again. How long does it take? And describe to me how you manage patients in order to get levels of nitric oxide that remain sustained how well does the maintenance programs work? There's a lot of patients now that they can reach a level of nitric oxide production and stay there.
Well, it takes us usually a minimum of 2 weeks of consistently supporting that pathway, remembering that nitric oxide level for the listeners here only lasts for 3 to 5 seconds. So once you imagine a quarter in your hand, like a 45 cent piece, and within 3 to 5 seconds, the half-life, half of it's gone, and then the half that's left, another half of it's gone. So nitric oxide just disappears from the body very quickly, which means that we have to keep on making more and more and more of it. So the fact is, we have to build the body up. So the bigger a person's hole is, so to speak, the more hole they have in their bucket, things that would cause their nitric oxide levels to be low, then of course it's going to take a little while longer to build the bucket and get them in optimal range. But within usually a 2-week period of time, there's clinical trials on this. We see a pre and we see a post, and you see great nature and great improvement. And a lot of people will actually use the Neo40 test strips and measure themselves around and make sure they're maintaining those levels and that they're not starting to drop again because they're either stressed or over-exercise or whatever.
Now, in terms of these lozenges, in a normal individual, in over a 2 to 3 week period, when you say, depending on how empty that bucket is, how much supplementation of Neo40 is needed after this 2 week period to maintain? Would you say get a lozenge a day, or 2 a day, or 3 a day, or what do you find?
Well, for my average patient, once we got them into their optimal or more optimized level, it usually takes just a little bit to keep it going, like braking inertia. If you were to get a car from a dead stop and rolling down along the road, it takes great effort to get the car rolling, but once the car starts rolling, it doesn't take nearly as much effort to keep pushing the car. And so that's the thing. We need to get to cruising altitude where there's more optimized nitric oxide. And then usually we can maintain that level of nitric oxide much more efficiently. Because what's interesting, nitric oxide is now nourishing the body with better blood supply, better circulation. So other parts of the body start working better. And hopefully we'll start seeing some improvement. And this is what I want to see in my clinical practice: oral health, digestive health. Because now we're getting better perfusion, better blood supply to the tissues, which actually helps with the production of nitric oxide from the diet and from, of course, the Neo40 lozenges.
Now, we started off our discussion by mentioning the fact you agree that decreased amounts of nitric oxide are found playing a role in every single disease known to man. Pretty powerful statement, but do you tend to agree with that statement? I'd like if you could take and focus on a couple of areas. One in particular, and I'm sure it's not a stranger to your particular clinical skills, and that is hypertension, high blood pressure, the fact that so many people are on multiple medications to try to control it. Could you describe how you utilize Neo40 in your own practice to get blood pressure under control? First of all, can you get blood pressure under control this way with the use of Neo40? How long does it take? What kind of drug regimes have you been able to completely abolish through the use of Neo40? I am fascinated with the possibility of utilizing Neo40 in my office, specifically for, although many different benefits, hypertension. I feel like this really got an opportunity to conquer this disease. Am I right, or am I misguided?
Well, there's no question nitric oxide plays a role with high blood pressure. As we've all been taught, the term essential hypertension, essentially, you don't know all the reasons for high blood pressure. Being a prescribing doctor here in Oregon, as you are as well in Pennsylvania, what we're seeing is the fact that, there's, of course, beta blockers, calcium channel blockers, ACE inhibitors. There's all kinds of reasons why blood pressure goes up in people, including when I diagnosed muscular sleep apnea, people with diabetes. And so, interesting, nitric oxide will drop in people with diabetes. So I find that those people fall into nitric oxide, we replace the nitric oxide, do see an improvement in their blood pressure as a result of optimizing the nitric oxide. It's without a question a variable, because it's a difference in expanding that 1/4 inch garden hose to a larger diameter garden hose. And when you expand a garden
and that's why you have to put a nozzle on eventually to narrow down the hose again or narrow down the end to be able to have greater pressure. So the whole key to nitric oxide, relaxing the endothelial lining of the blood vessel and allowing a little bit more expanded blood vessel so the pressure is down. It's like going from a 2-lane road to a 3-lane road, all of that is better flow, and there's actually more flow getting to the target area or the destination where we want to get it to go.
If you could, just want a couple more questions on this hypertension issue. From your naturopathic viewpoint, where you have been treating hypertension for so many years through non-pharmaceutical means, could you maybe describe some of the other adjunctive approaches that are used, that could be used in combination with immunoforty to allow people to either lessen or ultimately be able to eliminate these medications?
Well, certainly. I'm a big fan of a product called Mega Natural Grapeseed Extract. Lots of clinical research on it. It's a specialist grapeseed extract called Mega Natural. It's a branded product which actually has clinical research showing it compared to certain medications out on the marketplace, like ACE inhibitors, like lisinopril. And of course, I didn't learn about that because we have to stress on making claims. But I can tell you, I have great results with that. The other big one, which so many of us forget, is magnesium. Magnesium is something which with stress, it goes down. And it's so critical for our well-being, relaxation of our muscles, heart health. I think magnesium is tapping out when it comes to underappreciated minerals.
Gotcha there. With respect to other disorders other than hypertension, I'm thinking in particular something like peripheral vascular disease, peripheral neuropathies. Have you found the dilatation component that nitric oxide can provide to be very beneficial in giving these patients, turns out a very tragic group of people who just feel that there's nothing that can help them? And I've got a feeling that this NEO40 could be very beneficial for that too.
Yeah, and in fact, cold hands, cold feet, poor circulation, PAD, peripheral artery disease. In fact, there was a slide that I got David Ryan, one of the head researchers that actually came up with this NEO40 lozenge tester. He dedicated a vast majority of life down in Texas to actually study and bring this to the marketplace to allow us, the clinician, that has the passion to help people. And I remember when this slide showed the before and after circulation of the hand of a 49-year-old chronic smoker, and their very poor circulation, and within 10 minutes of improving nitric oxide, there was circulation improvement because, once again, unkeeping the hose is really bringing more nourishment to the tissue. And so I see that all the time. Plus, that part of the cause for peripheral artery disease and heart disease in general is elevated C-reactive protein, elevated triglyceride levels. And the clinical research that Nathan Ryan has shared with us on the NEO40, being the head researcher in this field, is that it can actually help support healthier triglyceride levels, help lower and support the C-reactive protein level. And the statistics I learned when I was with Dr. Bryan, and as I go around the country doing research and lecturing myself, as I talk to lots of medical doctors at big trade conferences where we continue our education, is that we found C-reactive protein levels ranging from a drop of 6 to 37% of one study. That's huge. Inflammation does kill. That can contribute to Alzheimer's disease and a whole myriad of other problems. It also has shown to help with triglyceride levels in a couple of studies between 10 and 55%, as Dr. Nathan Ryan reports. Plus, all my patients generally have improved energy, and about 50% of subjects actually had a side benefit. They were less anxious. I wonder why. They able to more blood to the brain or something.
Maybe something like that. But those are fascinating statistics, and I'm glad to hear that Nathan Bryan, I just recommend him go to. He's written a book on this subject. What's the name of the book? I just want to plug it a bit.
Oh, it's actually a great book. It's actually a NEO40, I think the Miracle Cure or something. I don't have the name exactly memorized. I got it. I don't even know my favorite singer's last album. So,
okay. I guess one important side, like I'll tell you that it's
concerned because whether or not Viagra once worked, I'm being told by them it's not working anymore. And I got a feeling that that may be a real good clue that your nitric oxide level is so far in that bucket, the bucket is so empty that Viagra can't rescue. Probably would be a great checkoff in your own mind. If Viagra isn't working, you better check the test strips because my guess is there's not much going on in the way of a residual level of nitric oxide. Would that be a fair assessment?
Yeah, but now a fair assessment, a very accurate assessment because nitric Viagra works on a different pathway for people where there's a cyclic GMP pathway, whereas and so they can help with basically be a recipe expander. You're kind of getting a little low nitric oxide level. It might help short term when you want to have increased performance, but what it's not doing is it's not increasing the nitric oxide level in a fundamental, sustainable way in the human body. And so, yeah, when the Viagra and the other medications start not working, or now you're counting on them, as I share with all my patients, we're not drug deficient. And when we need to count on the medication, there's a time and place for it, a wide variety of medication. It is, once again, a symptom that we are undernourished, underfueled, or there's something broken within our system. In the case of counting on things like a male supportive prescription item, where you need to look a lot deeper into what's really going on. And if we're not as happy as we could be on our male performance, or even females that aren't getting the pelvic congestion that they need and want for intimacy, we have to look at the fact that nitric oxide levels are probably dramatically diminished. And once again, that's don't guess. Simple enough, a simple test strip, measure it, try to work on improving it, re-measure it, and at the same time, the best gift of all that we give to all of our friends and family is a gift of health. Challenge themselves a little this test to see who's doing what and how well are they doing, because after all, if we have everybody around us healthier and happier, it's going to be for a lot of the healthier and happier community. And this is what I call true health management, no longer disease management, it's wellness management.
That was good. By the way, thanks for mentioning often forgotten individual when it comes to the nitric oxide discussion. The female is equal need of adequate nitric oxide levels for her sexual performance because of the pelvic congestion issue. Thanks for mentioning that, because many times I think our ladies feel like they're out of the discussion, and truly they need to be brought into the discussion if they can take charge of their own situation, just like the man can. Is that fair enough, said doctor?
Well, there's no question. And once again, the body's designed to make its own moisture, and with the right amount of nitric oxide, generally that takes care of itself.
Perfect. Now we've got a few minutes up to go, about 4 or 5 minutes. There's much work, as you know, in this arena. You travel the country. You're promoting this product called neocorning. You get a chance to meet with doctors. I'm sitting here in the seat that I really don't know what I don't know. And with that being said, and all the honesty that comes with it, what additional areas or concerns would you like to mention to my listeners that I just may not have hit, might not connect with, that would be beneficial for them to learn before we part ways today?
Well, let me share a couple of research findings that thanks for offering me the platform. 70 depressed individuals, this was a study, 70 depressed individuals had lower levels of nitric oxide than non-depressed people. So when you're depressed, often nitric oxide levels are lower. And so if you're not as happy as you can be, you've already addressed your vitamin D levels and other issues, you might want to say, hey, I wonder how my nitric oxide levels are. They also did an animal study showing that blocking nitric oxide, which they only would do in animals just within much of the ethics, that lower nitric oxide levels diminish both short-term and long-term memory. I often make a joke that, like, I don't really have any blood to my brain as I sat in front of my computer for 50 or 60 hours a week by Thursday. And it's like the tight muscles, not enough circulation. And interesting, as we're sitting here talking, listening, that 20% of our oxygen goes to our brain. But our brain only makes about 2% of our body weight. Our brain wants lots of oxygen, wants lots of circulation. And if we were to get an expectation of performance out of our brains, our memory, our mood, and everything else, we have to get the blood to the brain, and nitric oxide helps support the vascular health. They've also shown a study that 58% of people 59 years or older have
showing that nitric oxide levels, when augmented and supported, can actually help us sleep, and it's very important to REM sleep. That's what we're dreaming. And I always ask my patients this question: not only how long do they sleep, but are you recalling your dreams only 2 to 3 times a week? If not, I give the analogy of a computer. You're not writing your hard drive, and therefore you're carrying over yesterday's problems into today into tomorrow, and life becomes way more overwhelming. So we need to be dreaming, we need to be having quantity and quality of sleep, and even nitric oxide has been shown in some studies to be supportive of sleep as well. The sleep, mood, memory, supports clearly the circulation issues. There's no question that nitric oxide is something that our body naturally makes. But if we don't support that, and we have too many holes in our bucket to the crazy modern life and the helter-skelterness of our existence, the human rat race, if we don't build that natural nitric oxide that our body normally makes, we're actually missing something that we were born to have within our body in abundance. This is what's coming to the final concluding part. I want the listeners to understand that I'm fully committed now to the use of Neuro-40 here in my office. The testing Bluetooth right here, I think that gives me a great idea to keep a file of the test strips right at my desk at all times. I thank you so much, Dr. Meletis, for that. I will say that the website is PittsburghHighProtocol.com. With all the products listed there, we do have a direct link to complimentary prescriptions. The product is available. The test strips are available. My suggestion is schedule time to come on and see us to get you started, and then after that, you'll be able to once it is on your own. I want to thank you, Dr. Lewis, for coming aboard today. You come as you were represented as the individual to really have this discussion with my listeners. They were right. Everyone who jumped on your name and said, the guy is Dr. Meletis. Well, Doctor, I can tell you, the job that you did today speaks of why that was answered so quickly. I'm looking for an opportunity, and I hope you'll get to one, to bring you back in the near future on various other topics, because I got that feeling. There's a feeling now that no matter what the topic, you'll be able to lend some experience issues to it that I think my listeners will benefit from. Thank you.
Thank you. It's be an honor to come back. Thank you very much.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the end of our show today. I'm looking forward to see you on Monday. So until then, this is Dr. Dennis Courtney with Dr. Chris Meletis saying so long for Impact on Your Health.
Impact on Your Health is sponsored by Dennis Courtney, Director of the County Medical Group, located at 3075 Washington Road in Montgomery, Pennsylvania. For more information or to make an appointment, please call 774-942-3002. That's 774-942-3002 for Dennis Courtney. Super Plus. Super Plus. Super Bird, like a long for her. Super Doll and Super Roll. If you have a question for Sarah, call her up at 825-6262. That's 412-825-6262. Now, back to